Alright, hello once again, and welcome back to GD Storytime with Jeremy. Today is gonna be a little different. I probably didn't title the video any differently, but I'm calling this an intermission episode. And what I mean by that is, truly, I have just beaten like so many levels to brag a little bit. But that also means there's just a lot of kind of random stuff that I want to talk about that doesn't necessarily fit into, like, my progression as a player. So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to talk about a bunch of little, like, one-off stuff that doesn't necessarily, like, have much to do with my progression, but we're just going to have fun with some semi-random stuff all over the timeline. Just little stuff I want to talk about. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. The first thing I want to play is a level called Wintertide. What silly setting do I have on? Yeah, it's not Mythic. Apparently there's a second one, but this level by Skitten. I'm going to play this level because this is a very old level that I absolutely adore this level. This is like one of my favorite non-demon levels. Like, it's quite simple, but it's just really clean and good. Like, Skitten's such a good creator. I'd be curious, like, if any of the newer players remember Skitten much. Because they've quit the game quite a while ago by now, but they were, like, one of the best creators for sure. Yeah, Soul is just, it's got this really nice song. And, like, I greatly respect, this kind of was always more of a thing back in the day that, like, you just have to, like, actually play the game. There's not nearly as much, like, auto. Okay, wow, awesome stuff. But yeah, I feel like in a lot of, even in, like, modern, like, demons and stuff, there's a lot more, like, just click some orbs or go through this, like, massive space. I mean, it's especially a thing with, like, very low-rated levels. They just tend to be, like, you don't even have to, like, actually do much. Especially, like, easy levels, which this isn't even that, but, like, 2 stars are just, like, mostly auto a lot of the time in more modern times, I think. Who knows, maybe that trend has stopped in my absence, but I wouldn't count on it. But yeah, I just really like an easy level that, like, is a lot more engaging. And, like, obviously these spaces are wide, but, like, you still have to be paying a little bit of attention. You still, like, have to actually do more than one input every 5 seconds. And I just think that's really great. And it actually uses, like, mini wave and upside down and stuff, too. Awesome. Okay, whatever. That's what I get for just sight reading it again. It's obviously been years since I played this, but yeah, this is just, like, in a sense, this is kind of like peak Geometry Dash, at least in, like, the level structure, in my personal humble opinion, at least. Like, it's all, like, there's not, like, that much going on, but, like, it's very, like, this level is extremely, like, clean and consistent. Like, none of this is messy or anything. It just does what it wants, and it just looks great. Hopefully I, like, actually beat it. If I somehow die again, I probably will just leave, because that's all I have to say, but hopefully I don't do that. Yeah, this song, this, like, background effect, this level's so nice. I'm sure you noticed the, like, little boss thing. It was just such a peak, easy level. Not that many, like, non-demon levels really stick out to me in this game, and this is one of the few that, like, definitely does. Hell yeah, we won that time. But yes, Wintertide, old skittin' level, absolute peak. Love it. Highly recommend it. Because, like, anyone can play this. If you've beaten Can't Let Go, you could probably take this down. And it's cool to have such a, like, high quality, like, easy level. Love Wintertide. I want to look... There's a level I'm thinking of in the map packs. I don't exactly remember where it's gonna be. Oh yeah, this level. I remember I liked this level a lot. This is also just kind of very simple. Obviously, it's only a 3-star even, but I just like the song. And again, just like, it doesn't try to do too much, it just has like one idea, and it just does it very consistently. You have it's like all the like Pokemon types and that little and stuff, and yeah, this level is also just, I really like this as an easy level. It's not really much to die to if you know what you're doing, but you can just kind of enjoy the vibe. The map packs are definitely quite a throwback. I think I already said this in a previous episode, but like I wonder if any newer players even play these at all. I definitely played the map packs. I didn't actually finish all 65 of them until like, actually it's literally like the last post on my profile, like it was after Nivalis even. But I did do like a lot of them. I'm sure because there's like an achievement and stuff for beating I think 45. So I probably did like 45 to 50 of the 65 map packs quite a long time ago. But even if I didn't finish them until way later. So yeah. There's definitely some memories in here. A lot of these levels are highly questionable. But honestly, like, most of the map packs are like pre-1.8 stuff, but there were a couple added in like 1.9 with newer levels that are like really not that bad. So I don't know, a couple of these. It feels insane to say like people should try the map packs. I'm sure people do and just don't like them, but like, I don't know, you can... Some of these do have cool levels worth playing. Surely I will not be executed for that opinion, that the map packs have good levels sometimes. But yeah. So, another level I want to talk about is Endorphin Rush by Taman. This is a level I potentially should have talked about this level in like the first episode of this series. I kind of forgot about it. I'm pretty sure I beat this early on. I remember another interesting, I remember Motion by Taman is an earlier level. Where the hell is it? Was like his first level? Am I blind? I lack eyeballs, apparently. Where the hell is Motion? Okay, it's right here, yeah. Motion was my 20th demon ever. It's a cool level. And honestly, I feel like I might have beaten this Endorphin Rush before that. I don't remember that time too well, as I've said, but this is also a nice song. And this is just another example of like a really cool easy demon. I definitely... Taman was kind of, back in the day, was like kind of just the master of gameplay. Like, he just made like some of the most fun levels we had, honestly. So this also is just like, it's easy, but still, while still being engaging. Yeah. Actually doing a solid sight read here. Okay. But yeah, you got stuff like we have some duels and like jump rings with the ship. So it's like it's all uses some kind of traditionally more advanced techniques. Okay, I did that so fast. I barely got to talk. I died twice. Okay, yeah. A little cut off there. But Endorphin Rush is a very cool, like, early easy demon. I mean, hey, you can see I don't have orbs, so you know I beat this, like, before 2.1. But yeah. Yeah, that got a bit cut off. But Endorphin Rush is a very cool, excellent easy demon. I highly recommend it. 4 million downloads, pretty good. I never liked it, apparently. But yeah, it's great. Play Endorphin Rush. It's just a very fun, easy demon. Gameplay focused. Wow. I've almost gotten used to, like, the last episode. I was playing, like, Insane and Extreme Demons. It's like I'm getting through these easier levels too quickly. But another level in a very similar vein that I want to show is Takeoff by Nazgub. This, also, I think this was somewhat inspired by Taman's gameplay style, and this level just absolutely rocks. This level is so fun. Takeoff is so much fun to play. Like, this level just has such a cool flow in the drop. Like, this is another, like, definitely one of my most favorite, like, easier levels. Yeah, that transition's a little fast. But yeah. This level, like, this drop is just... It does, like... You change game modes pretty often, but not too often. Like, you get time to, like... feel that you're in each game mode. But, like, it still, like, mixes it up and, like, it just flows so well. This level's so good. I also beat this, like, within my first 50 demons somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I probably saw this on EVW's channel as well. It's like, actually uses the UFO game mode. And it's, like, it has not free UFO parts, which I feel like is not common. So that's kind of another point of uniqueness in this level's favor. I'm still not really used to how, like, 2.2, like, actually, like, stores your ship and UFO momentum and stuff in practice mode. The game is not like that for so long. I'm not used to it. Yeah, this kind of long stress test at the end. But yeah. This also, I guess there's not really that much else to say other than I love this level. It's kind of it. But it's true, it's such a banger. Takeoff. There's a sequel called Airtime. That's also, like, pretty cool, but I don't think it's quite as good. So yeah, Takeoff, another early level I maybe should have mentioned in the first episode, but it is very cool. Just some little bit of a little booster on the early Jeremy lore. There's some levels I liked from back then. So, and the next thing I want to... So, now, to go completely off the wall, not related to this at all, I want to look at Classic again. This one, not the other two. Classic by, apparently, Versus. Used to be called Complex, was their name. But yeah, this This is a level... Hold on, I'm gonna take a second to look at, like... This only has, like, 500,000 downloads. Because, yeah, I don't think this level's, like, that popular. Like, what does Fairy Dust have? Probably, I'm sure it's many million. Yeah, 12 million. I want to see, and, like, Poltergeist. Also, 14 million. What about Sharp Minor? I feel like this is also more popular. Okay, Sharp Minor's not that much more, but yeah, as I was saying, Classic's kind of a sick level that I think it's a little like underrated. I'm not sure if that many people play this as a 9 Circles level. It's a 9 Circles level if you didn't already know that. But yeah, this is a little self-indulgent, because, like, I want to play this again myself. I don't really... Like, I remember liking it, but not, like, that much about how it plays. Not too long the pre-drop. Yeah, the start of the wave... It's definitely a little poltergeisty, with just the very start of the wave being the hardest pattern. It's not nearly as unbalanced, but this is still, like, quite difficult. Yeah, this is very tight. Was never brave enough for these coins. But yeah, I think this definitely is... Just, it does have, like, a bit of the early choke point, but it's not nearly as unbalanced as a lot of other 9 Circles levels, I think, at least the popular ones. Okay, wait, I was just, like, kind of doing that anyway. I'm kind of awesome, aren't I? And this is, like, a very memory duel. I'm not really good at... Let's see. Where do we go in this duel? But honestly, this is one of the more interesting, like, 9 Circles level duels. I feel like so often these are just, like, duels are just, like, ultra free in, like, most 9 Circle levels. Like, this is somehow one of the more unique ones. Ooh, also go. Yeah. Like, this one, I mean, I don't think it's that difficult, like, once you've learned where to go, but... You have some memory, you, like, actually have to think in this duel instead of just doing, like, some absolutely free clicks. So that's somehow kind of unique. And that's quite a long outro, this is already the end of the wave. This is also gonna go awesome, I'm sure, as I do not remember where to go. Okay, I guess it's like that. I guess I'm supposed to jump there. Or is this just not where I go? Perhaps I go somewhere completely different. Do I have to... Like, I imagine I have to try and land early enough to... Yeah, okay, it's just that. It's not actually that complicated. And you jump up here. I keep doing this where I play memory levels and just have to watch this. Yeah, this is a cool, like, really good stress test at the end. Yeah, there's suddenly green orbs here. This level was, like, updated a lot, I believe. Yeah, classic but complex. I'd say this level's pretty fun. This level's neat. I think I remember seeing this might have been released even, like, it's quite old. We could maybe compare the ID to Poltergeist. That was 7 million. Version 18, you can see. Awesome. What's Poltergeists? Which came out first? Yeah, that one was like 7 million. So yeah, this little classic actually came out like a little before Poltergeist, so this would have at least very briefly been the hardest 9 circles level. If we go back to, because yeah, I mean this is, unless it was like easier in old versions and updated to be harder. I don't know if that would be the case or not, but if it was approximately this version, it would have been the hardest 9 circles level, because it was certainly harder than Fairy Dust. There's no doubt about that. So yeah, Classic's kind of neat, I would say. I'm happy I took a look at it again. I think this could be a good, like, stepping stone. Because, like, there's kind of a... the, like, 9 circles to Fairy Dust to, like, Poltergeist pipeline. Maybe some people do, like, Sharp Minor, too, but I just think Classic is very cool and interesting, like, middle ground between Fairy Dust and Poltergeist, and I think it's cool. I think this level should potentially be a bit more popular than it is. Yeah. Classic is neat. I'm happy I took a look at that again. Yeah, this episode does feel a little weirder to record when I'm not really... There isn't really a progression or overarching story I'm telling. I'm just saying some random stuff. But we definitely have a slightly amusing story. Hey, there's a new legendary level called that. But I'm talking about this one. This level is... fixed these bugs. That might be... I wonder if that will be relevant. This is a level that my good buddy Supreme asked me to complete. Okay, so what the hell is happening here? But yeah, I'm sure... Wow, I like do not remember how this works at all. Well, I need to pay attention. Fully stat. But yeah, I was trying to say, if you do not recall, my good friend Supreme was, at least at the start of his career, attempting to beat every demon in the game. And also, you know, rank them all on the global demon list. So, back, I don't even remember how the hell or it might have been like John who found this level. I don't remember. Actually, if you're watching, I have no idea if you'll remember how you found this level, Chris, but if you remember, I'd be curious to know. Was this a John Areno find through his mysterious methods? But yeah, this was a level Chris asked me to beat, partially because he wanted my opinion on where it should go on the global demon list. And he found it quite hard, but wanted another opinion. And the funny part about this story is, I beat it, I found it a lot easier, and then Chris basically just said, like, nah, I don't really think I believe you, and just, like, did not at all move the level, even though I thought it should go down a lot, which was very funny. Just like, hey, can you beat this level? I need to know where it should go on the list. No, I don't actually think I agree with you. I'm not gonna move it. So yeah, that's the lore for why I ever beat this. So yeah, this is interesting. Apparently, okay, that's nice actually. You saw in the level description it said like fixed 58 transition, which is really good because I do believe this was just like a completely blind click. You like couldn't hold. This was just like an insane blind timing. So it's very nice that they fixed that for all the people who, I'm sure the many people who flock to freestyle by balloons. But yeah, anyone who does try to beat this, you at least don't have to deal with that. So that's very good that they updated that. And yeah. This one was a little goofy. It's not particularly good, though perhaps a little bit better with that transition and maybe some other bugs fixed. They also said something about like a 69% bug. I don't exactly remember what that is. I guess that could bug. I don't think I remember that happening. Yeah, this ending is kind of funny. I'm pretty sure in my video, I think I died. I think I like had an ending death, and then literally just won like the attempt after. So that was neat. So what the hell are we doing here? I like a micro click. That's crazy. Yeah, this spider is actually hard. Rare, truly spider-based level. You know, how the fuck did the spider work? I do not remember how this goes at all. Yeah, this is like actually kind of hard. Is there a triple or something? I think there is. Yeah. So that's that level. Very random, not particularly good, though probably a little better than it used to be with the update. So yeah, whose balloons? Has Balloons made anything else of note? They've made a few levels, I guess. Yeah, it's the little the freestyle incident, you could call it. Not that it's really an incident, but that's a funny little story, in my opinion. So, what else do I want to play? I was kind of thinking there might be 2 intermission episodes, but I'm kind of getting through this some of these levels faster than I thought I might, so maybe there will only be this one. I want to check out Fire Temple briefly. This level I have, like, I have a vague memory that this might have been, like, one of the first online levels I, like, saw. Like, I guess this had just recently come out or something. I don't remember that well. It probably couldn't even really have been, like, one of the first, because, like, I started in 1.8, so... And, like, this does have the wave and stuff, so... I guess it couldn't have been that early, but for some reason I remember this just, like, finding this level pretty early and thinking it was neat. It was actually, like, Water Temple I saw a lot earlier, because I think Water Temple's older. Yeah, this is good old Fire Temple. This is another... I don't know if I actually beat it early in my career, but I definitely tried to. This ship was probably very hard for me at the time, so I might not have actually beaten it until I was better. But yeah, this is a neat level. I remember at least trying to beat, like, pretty early on in the career. This UFO is neat. If apparently this is not the pattern. Yeah, okay, you want to do one of those. Probably want to actually sink your waves. Yeah, it was also probably one of the first things I ever played with, like, a swing copter. I think you can just jump. You can just jump over this, right? Probably. Or maybe you can. Maybe you do actually have to do the jump onto the orb at half speed. I also thought more words would come to me about this level, but apparently not. Fire Temple, another level I tried early. Kind of neat, I guess. The temple levels are all quite neat. Rest in peace, Michigan, of course. Yeah, Water Temple is older. That might have been the level I was thinking of more. So yeah. Fire Temple's kind of neat. So. I hope this episode doesn't suck too much. I don't know. This is feeling weirder to record without, like, as much of a plan, but I guess there's one other level. One other non-demon level. I think it's called Theatrical something. Yeah, this level. This level is also just an exceptionally rare case of a non-demon level that really stuck out in my mind. Yeah, this is also going to be a little hard to talk over when the song has vocals. But yeah, it's a little hard to even say why. I think I like this song. But yeah, I think this level is really cool. Yeah, like you can see the theming. Like it's a theater, you have things like all the like decoration like it's a set. Okay, yeah. Maybe I should practice this one. I don't know if I can talk while trying to read this. Man, this I guess also probably not a ton to say, but it is, again, it's an interesting level. Probably like the only 2.1 non-demon that like I remember super fondly. Because I do like I have spent a fair while of my time just star grinding. I haven't in a long time, but that was something I did quite often. And honestly, like, star grinding can be fun, but the levels really do just blend together. Like, the vast majority of them don't really make an impression. So kind of like, a level that actually catches my eye while star grinding is not common. So yeah, whatever the exact reason, this level really, really did it for me. And I find this level very neat. There's like a duel here. And that's it. But yeah, I don't know, that level really stuck out in my mind even while star grinding. So I wanted to show that off for a second. Never liked it, apparently. I think that level was excellent. GD Loco, 15 creator points. Apparently that was their last level, so interesting. That was quick. So, I'm sort of debating if I actually want to do this right now, but like, fuck it, I kind of might as well. This is a level Reverence by Womb. So we're going way the whack off the timeline here. I didn't beat this until after my 1000th demon. This is way later, but honestly just looking at like my plan for what levels, I'm not sure it's really gonna fit in the last episode when I have several other things I want to talk about in that. So I'm just gonna take the time to talk about this level here because I don't think I'll have time in where it appears in the actual timeline. So we're gonna play Reverence by Womb. I maybe should take that ULDM at the start. I think this level's pretty object heavy. So yeah, this is basically, I don't know if we can say it like started the trend, but this is basically the OG, like one of the OG just like glow flow wave levels, which definitely became quite a trend. There's definitely a lot more of these, and I would broadly say most of them don't live up to the original. I think Reverence is... I definitely think this is a good level, for sure. And most of the clones are not as good as this one. Okay, what are we doing here? So yeah. Is this a full hold? So yeah. So yeah. As I said, wave choke points. That's like, that's the whole deal with these levels. But yeah. This also, yeah. It really is just gonna get harder and harder to talk when the levels aren't this hard, even just in a practice run. That part I think it like flows really well. And I do at the end. This level definitely, it's pretty old, and this was not like at all a recent completion. I think, like, honestly, I think in part I might have... And I have a memory of, like, I wanted to suggest this to the GDDP. I mean, do people still, like, use the GDDP? Probably to some degree, but... Yeah. Back when I had respect for Trista and the GDDP, I remember, like, wanting to suggest this level or something, but I also wanted to actually, like, beat it before I did that. I don't think I actually beat it at that time. That was definitely a lot earlier. But I might have, like, tried it. I probably, like, tried it, like, a long time ago. Maybe not even that far off of, like, where we are in the normal timeline on the other videos. Even if I didn't beat it until much later. I think the hardest, the hardest waves are coming up in the second tier, so we'll maybe try and just get through these parts, and then I'll tell a little more story. Yeah, this is, at least in my experience and opinion, I remember this being, like, this is, like, one of the two, like, hard waves. Like, it is synced, but, like, these are just tight inputs. It might only be, like, 4 clicks, but... Also hard with the moving objects to, like, tell where you're dying. But yeah, this and... the other one's coming, like, right up here. Yeah, I have to hold there. Yeah, this wave is really hard, too. Can I do this at all? Or do I have to checkpoint spam this? Almost got it. Hey, I got it. anyways. So yeah, those are, as I recall, the two like hardest wave choke points. Yeah. I think, as I recall, this was at least a little bit of a comeback. I think I kind of took a bit of a break after beating retention for my 1000th demon, which we'll talk a lot more about that in probably the finale to this series, but I think I kind of took a bit of a break, and this was at least partly a comeback. I remember I approached this level kind of differently to most extremes to ease myself into it. I kind of just would only play it an hour a day, usually in the evenings, to kind of just see how that works. Can I even beat levels like that efficiently? Is that more fun to just take a more relaxed approach? Which I think it worked. I mean, I beat the level, obviously. Yeah, this is also hard here. I think my worst fail on this level was 70. Also, I wonder if the percentages might be different in 2.2. I think that's a thing, right? Because I think it might have been around here. I feel like I fluked this part. Or maybe I had one death here. I'm trying to, did I die there? Is that the 70 I remember? I don't know. I got a medium fluke on this level. Yeah, wow. I was crack. This is pretty hard. I mean, honestly though, in the case of these flow and sync based levels, doing a practice run is low-key harder than just doing actual runs from a start position or something. It's the flow that's so essential is often broken up, so practice runs on these kinds of levels can go kind of horrifically a lot of the time. But hey. Ooh, I think we hit 20 on the FPS at this end screen. Incredible. This is a crazy end screen, actually. It's so detailed. Let's get out of that leg fest. But yeah, little out of nowhere, but I think I just didn't think it would fit later on, so we talked about Reverence right now. It's kind of neat. Interesting. I wonder, is Reverence... Okay, I'm gonna look up on my phone. Is Reverence a word? What does that word mean? We're gonna learn today on the Jeremy Is Cool YouTube channel. And actually, I kind of know. It's you can... It's kind of like an awe or something. Yeah. According to the dictionary, it is honor or respect felt or shown, kind of, or profound, adoring, awed respect, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that has literally anything to do with this description here. That seems a little random, but it is a cool level. It's definitely one of the better wave-based, extreme demons you can try and beat. Even if it is kind of choke pointy, this level's actually quite fun. So, I think the next thing, maybe this is a better way to show it. If we go to my friends list, a piece of lore, some people probably, I don't know if anyone knows this much, but It's Mezzo, I'm sure people know as a creator, was actually a friend of mine back in the day. There's a little lore drop for you. Apparently here's a level I never even played. That's interesting. I should maybe play that one later. Yeah, I want to go... I'm trying to think. What's a good level of his to play while I talk about this? Yeah, he's made a lot of these. I think Sounds is, I think, one of his more popular ones. Let's play Sounds. So yeah, I was decently good friends with Metso back in the day. We kind of just drifted apart over time. I think this was like much earlier days. This was something that happened in like 2015, 2016 probably. 16, 17, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that's just a hold. But yeah, Metso was a friend of mine, and we kind of just drifted apart. It's mostly just like when I like quit the game for like a while in the like 2017, 18 kind of time. I just didn't really talk to him much, which is a bit of a shame. I maybe should have talked to him more. I don't know if he's still that active. But yeah, I was a friend of his early on, called occasionally. I don't even really remember how we like met. It might have literally been on the fucking GD like in-game messages system. I might have done that, and like somehow we actually became friends off of that, which is interesting. So yeah, that's a little lore. Because yeah, I'm sure like obviously Metso is mostly known as a creator nowadays. Also makes like just absolutely excellent like easy demons. I have found some of his harder levels are like a little less fun to me at least, but like honestly, pretty much any Metso easy demon is just gonna be a banger. Let's try this one too, why not? Like yeah, it just makes such excellent easy demons. It kind of goes back to like even what I was talking about with like Wintertide and stuff too. Because he kind of knows how to make more like. Ooh, this level's kind of cool. I forgot how this level goes. Like he knows how to make like actual engaging easy demons that like have enough inputs, but with those inputs still not being like too hard. So yeah, it's just he knows how to make this level of difficulty engaging and fun and not boring. Okay, evidently this is like a mega collab, I see, but this level is still cool. Where am I going here? I guess I just don't do that. So yeah, it's kind of the lore of I used to know this guy. Also, another, just more about him himself. I'm not sure if many people know that Metso used to be like a, not necessarily top player, but he was like a very high level player before he really became a creator. He beat Zafkiel when it was in the top 10. He's beaten a top 10 demon like before and as he was starting to be a creator. So I'm not sure how many people know that. So there's a little fun fact of the day for you. He was also an extremely, like honestly, at the time he was probably one of the better, like, well-rounded people in terms of being able to, like, create and play at a high level and stuff. That's something that's, like, that's not, like, that common. So he was definitely one of the better, like, creator-player mixes we, like, had at all back in the day. So that's fun. That's another thing I didn't really know how to bring that up in another part, so it's a little story to put on the side here. And yeah. This episode's definitely been a little rambly. I don't know if it's actually any good. But I think we're going to finish off the intermission with... Surely I spelled that correctly. Yeah, I did not. Okay. This is a little embarrassing, perhaps. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. It's eternal. It's not inter. That's the problem. Eternal Vehemence by Reimer. So, the reason we're gonna be talking about this to end things off is that this is my favorite level in Geometry Dash, still. If anyone didn't know that. There's not... I mean, there is lots to say about it and why. First of all, this song is just absolutely great. And the thing that makes this level for me is just... It's all these secrets. And there's like a whole point system and like secrets and things to find. And it is so cool. Trying to find all the secrets and things was just such a blast. You've already seen. We'll see if I can remember them all. I may not. I'm picking up these like coins and just doing this little extra stuff to get these like achievements, and I'll get more points at the end screen. And I just had such an awesome time learning this level and like finding the secrets. I don't think I found them all on my own. I referenced a video eventually, but yeah, I had such a blast finding all the secrets and coins that I could, at least. And yeah, I'm just playing this level to the vibes of this song. It's so yeah, that's my favorite level in Geometry Dash. We're gonna re-experience for now together. Some of you might be wondering about Nightlife, which I guess I did say held the title of my favorite level for a while. I don't, it's not that, I still think Nightlife is cool, but I did get a little jaded to it, just because I did like try to beat it and ended up getting like really unlucky and tired of it. Ooh, wait. Hold up. Can you get that coin? Hold on. I wonder if it's possible to still get the... Okay, you can. I feel like I remember that like mechanic of like the super jump with the robot was gonna be fixed or something. Maybe it actually wasn't. I don't really remember. Okay, where am I going here? Because I need to find something. Oh yeah, I just go down here to go menu. This is another like cool secret thing. Affects how you play the level. There's another one coming up here. You jump on something in this robot. Yeah, colored reef. You get the like pop-ups for each achievement. I need to actually hit it. It's also a little different because I don't think I beat this level in full detail, which I am currently. Okay, there's another coin there. These mini coins are for the first like full coin. We are gonna pray that I remember all of them. I definitely might not remember all of the secrets and coins, but I'm gonna try and we'll see. Okay, wait, you do like a jump there, that's another achievement. I think, okay, it's the second one just get. That's another coin, I think. I don't even exactly know. Okay, gotta do another jump. Another jump here is another secret. Yeah, this level... Yeah, that's another one, like, skipping that portal. It's really... This level packs them in a lot. Okay, so I think I got the first coin, clearly. And that's... Wait, we missed one again. Wow, it's a little more packed than I even remember with the achievements and stuff. I'm barely even saying anything other than what I'm doing moment to moment. But yeah, it's so cool that you can play this level so differently if you want to like get the achievements. Like it's kind of 2 levels in one. Just like the exploring and finding secrets aspect is so cool. And I just love the song and the vibes. Okay, so we are gonna have to remember there's something coming up. But where exactly? I think it's... Yeah, we need to skip the gravity here to set up for the 3rd coin. Okay, here's another whole alternate path going for a coin. It's kind of weird because honestly, like, I don't even like going for coins that often strictly, but for some reason I just absolutely love it in this level. So I think so 3400. That's a code that's random each attempt, and you have to remember it at the very end of the level. It's 3-4, that's pretty easy. I hope I don't forget that, but I might. And that's a code for the last coin, which is neat, and like, you get that code only if you do the... You get that code only if you do that, like, gravity skip and go on the alternate path. So, that's the whole thing you gotta do. Hopefully okay, I missed it there. There's another one of the achievements for, like, following this line accurately-ish. This line of dots in the background. Did I miss it again? This is one I might not necessarily spend too much time on. Okay, yeah, there I got follower. So yeah, we popped it that time. Okay, wait, there's another one here. You gotta not drop down if you just time a jump off this platform. That's another achievement. So I guess this is just turning into how to get maximum score on Eternal Vehement's guide, but honestly that's a lot of why I like this level so much, so be it, if that's all this section turns into. But yeah. My favorite level. We have like there's like a small part where I don't think there are any like achievements here. You can just enjoy the vibes. I think we're gonna come up, there's like kind of a boss fight. So, I hope this part works. There used to be like a bug here. I think it would have been like right here, I think, where like this platform could just like bump you up when it's not supposed to. Okay, we popped follower 2 as well. Good. There's another one in that wave for following the arrows accurately. The follower ones are probably like the easiest to miss. And also, it's actually for the second coin, but we're on an alt path to a gravity portal at the top of the ship. Do that wave upside down, and we're on a whole different route here for what is technically the second coin. Oh, are you supposed to jump here? So yeah, I think that was the coin, and with these trigger orbs, we hit 3 and 4. And that is how you get 5,001 points in my favorite level in the game. Yeah, I can... Right, this is a feature that exists in the game now. Beyond perfection. I believe it's like each of the 3 coins gives you 1,000 points, and there's 10 of the achievements that give like 200 each. So that's like 2,000 total, and if you just like spam on the end screen, they give you an extra one for the fun of it, I guess. So yeah, that's all the little secrets in Eternal Vehemence. And yeah, that's my favorite level in the game. I also did it for my 100th Hard Demon, which was a cool milestone to hit. So that feels like... Yeah, this is again... I think I also don't think I even finished this until, like, after retention. So I kind of wanted to talk about it a little earlier than that. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. This was definitely rambly. I hope it was still enjoyable to watch. It might not be the best of the episodes we get, but there's some interesting... I think there was still some interesting stuff, even if it was certainly a bit more chaotic than normal. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you next time for back on the main timeline. I hope you enjoyed the intermission. Bye.